Hello, everyone!
Welcome back to another episode of Shooting the Shit
with Beefy
and Bobbie.
Today's episode is the special World Cup episode. I'm just kidding. Well, no. So today we are actually first. I just want to say happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrated. Hope you had a good day,
or just a good day off,
or for those of you college students, I hope you got a nice little break. And I hope life isn't getting too stressful as you go back into school.
Good luck on finals.
Good luck on finals.
I know I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, final push, guys. We're almost there. But right now, I am currently at Bobbie's residence in his dwelling, and we are watching the England versus USA game of the 2022 World Cup.
All the way over in Qatar.
All the way over in Qatar. Fun fact about that situation is they were not planning to have the World Cup in Qatar.
No.
And so there have been 6,500 deaths in Qatar of migrant workers.
Oh my God.
Of people building like the extra seats for the stadiums.
Way.
Yeah, like some of the stadiums are like jerry rigged together. Like it's so not up to code.
No one tell OSHA.
Nobody. It's Qatar. There's no OSHA over there.
The Qatar version of OSHA.
But yeah, it's a mess right now, and there's so much going on. But at least for the majority of it, things have been okay. But again, we are watching the England versus USA game. It is currently 15 minutes in due to some technical difficulties that Bobbie and I had about our streaming services. You know, we love them when they work, hate them when they don't.
Oh, yeah.
But we are watching the game. It's currently 0-0, so intermittently throughout this episode, you may hear us cheering.
Because, of course, we're both cheering for USA.
Oh, I mean, I could go either way. Because I watch Barclays Premier League throughout the year. I'm a Tottenham Hotspurs fan. So
I'm not a soccer guy.
Yeah. My family is big into soccer, so by proxy, I am also big into soccer.
I just get excited when we put on, like, Portugal games or US games. Yeah. It's like a stand up for the flag, cocksuckers.
Yeah.
It's that time.
It's that time. Salute the flag.
Salute the flag.
But yeah, this World Cup has been kind of weird. It's like the amount of 0-0 games that have been. I mean, it's only the top 16 right now, so it's kind of okay as of now. But I hope things start to pick up a little bit.
The other day we watched US versus Wales. Yeah, right, and they ended in a 1-1 tie.
1-1, yeah.
That was hard to watch. That was a hard game to watch.
That was painful.
It was
every other one after that has also been quite painful.
Yes. Except
there was a huge blowout. I believe it was Iran and somebody. It was like a 6-1 blowout.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Portugal versus Ghana was yesterday.
Yep.
Right, Portugal won.
Portugal won
3-2.
3-2, yep.
I'm talking about sports as if I know about sports.
Yeah. I actually placed a bet on what the score would end up being in the Portugal-Ghana game, and I won.
You won?
Yeah, I predicted
3-2. We're starting Beefy's gambling.
I didn't put any money on it. It's just bragging rights. It's just bragging rights.
Okay,
it's
good.
fine.
Don't be like a certain roommate of mine. And you can't stop buying scratch tickets, Josh True. Please save your money.
I mean, I know it's only like $1 scratch ticket, but like, come on, buddy. That's like you can get in Arizona.
99 cents. It never changes.
Actually,
no.
Inflation got to Arizona's.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
After this episode, we are going to Speedway.
Yeah.
I will refuse to buy in Arizona.
$1.29.
$1.29.
$1.29 for a can of Arizona right now. It's ridiculous.
I refuse. Yeah. I will not pay.
Inflation got to the freaking Arizonas, man. World's going to shit.
We really always thought that Arizona would be the one thing that would never be.
I don't know how they went on this long. If I'm going to be honest, like it was I remember freshman year of high school going to the gas station next door and getting in Arizona before rehearsal.
If you have
almost every day,
pocket.
Yeah, I would show up with quarters.
That's all it takes.
Quarters, keep the change. Keep the penny.
Keep the penny.
Leave a penny, take a penny.
Yes, I love those.
And if I was ever short, I was always like, hey, I see a penny. over in that leave a penny, take a penny. And they'd be like, all right, there you go. But yeah, so we're watching the World Cup, but that's not going to be the main topic of today's podcast.
I wanted to ask, because yesterday was Thanksgiving, and for those of us and for those of you who do celebrate, make sure to comment on the next live post about us being the new episode going live. Comment some of your favorite family traditions that you got going on.
Yeah.
Beefy, what do you talk about your family traditions?
Yeah, I mean, for Thanksgiving or just in general? For Thanksgiving, yeah. I mean, things have been kind of weird for this Thanksgiving because we got quite literally ghosted by my grandfather. Oh, no. He went to Florida, and he was like, I'm gonna go enjoy some of the warm weather for Thanksgiving. Valid. So I respect it.
Did he tell you?
He told us, okay. So he ditched us for my brother's birthday and Thanksgiving. So Grandpa, if you're listening to this, chances are you're not. But if you are, kind of salty, but we miss you and we hope to see you soon. But yeah, we usually, see my grandfather. We have a giant meal. There's a ton of people. But my favorite thing is at my house, like my close family's house, we always host the after party, and that consists of Thanksgiving sandwiches and pie and cake and desserts, and oh my god, it's unbelievable. It's genuinely my favorite part of Thanksgiving. Good save, yeah. How about you, Bobby? What do you got?
Thanksgiving has always been a pretty traditional thing here around my house, mostly because you can, in fact, trace my bloodline back to the Pilgrims. But, my mom does the turkey. I was a little upset this year because there was no cheese and cracker platter.
You gotta have the cheese and cracker
I got
platter.
home and I was like, Ma, where's the cheese and cracker platter? And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't get one. And I was like, that's unbelievable. This is horrible.
Oh, mutiny.
Yeah, that for the first time ever, we didn't get one. You know what else happened for the first time ever?
What?
My mom, oh my god, this was so funny when it happened yesterday. Because, my mom, great cook, love her to death. But yesterday, she had put the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top. She put it into broil. Mm-hmm. She forgot about it. for not even 2 minutes. She walked away with the oven just on broil.
Yeah.
Marshmallows on fire.
You can't leave it on broil and walk away.
On fire.
Oh my god.
I have a picture and I will make sure I'll show you right now. But
that's gonna go up on the Instagram.
On the story. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. This is from Bobby's house. Just absolutely.
It looks like lumps of coal.
Just absolutely toasted.
Oh, poor thing.
But once we scraped off the marshmallows, sweet potatoes.
The sweet potatoes are fine. Cool. Okay, so it wasn't completely ruined. Yeah. But the marshmallows is always just a little extra some on top anyway.
But it was so funny because when it happened, everyone at the house was like, talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. And I was like, it is absolutely podcast worthy.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad makes some. At least they're my favorite mashed potatoes. I think they're some of the best.
Yeah. Skin or no skin?
Skin,
yeah. I like skin.
Potato skin,
the mashed potatoes.
Potato skin in mashed potatoes. Potato skin on French fries. Potato skins, a delicious appetizer. Potato skin. You need it, bro.
Yeah. But we do really peppery and garlic mashed potatoes, very Portuguese-esque mashed potatoes. Oh, but they're so good though.
They need potatoes need garlic. And a too much. A lot of people would say that
an obscene amount of garlic.
Yeah, an obscene amount of garlic.
If I'm not getting whole cloves of garlic in every bite, I don't want it. I don't want it. That's why I don't mess with KFC's mashed potatoes because God, is it so bland.
For years, my mom hyped up the KFC mashed potatoes because I was like we'd always get KFC.
I mean, it's simple and it works, but it's not.
They're bland.
It's not Portuguese mashed potatoes.
So then, when I tried them, I was like, "Oh, this is Mom. You were lying to me this whole time."
How dare you? My mom does. I've talked about this on the podcast before with Josh and Haley's episode, but we do stuffing with chorizo in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Hit the spot yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Memories for years and years of Thanksgivings past. It was oh my god, delicious.
Had to be.
Also we do like not a traditional Thanksgiving pie, but we have chocolate cream pie from Greg's. Oh my god,
chocolate cream pie.
Oh my god.
Like I know everyone goes for the classic apple.
Oh yeah,
and like I love apple pie.
I'm not a pumpkin pie guy. I don't mess with pumpkin
pie.
guy. No,
I'm not a pumpkin guy.
Not even pumpkin spice. I don't even like pumpkin spice like coffee or anything like that.
No. And you won't see me drinking coffee much. I don't drink like the closest.
I like coffee too much.
The closest thing I drink to coffee is Chippy.
Oh, Chippies, yeah.
For those of you who are familiar and from the southeastern Massachusetts area, Marisol's in Dartmouth. If you've never been, you have to go because
we talked about it episode 1.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because we talked about how we met.
Right.
And of course we mentioned the caffeinated coffee milk that is the Chippy, and it's delicious.
We haven't been yet.
Yeah, we haven't. I can't remember the last time I went. Like recently. Oh man, we got to go back. I got to try the flavored. I got to try the flavored Chippies.
I've tried banana Chippy. I've tried chocolate. I've tried mint.
Yeah, as
banana.
we say, is there mint?
They're all just so good.
Yeah,
they're so good. You mentioned chocolate cream pie, which is one of the best. Thanksgiving. Desserts. But you know what else? And my mom didn't make them this year. She'll make them for Christmas. Have you ever let your mouth experience the orgasm that is like an Oreo truffle?
Oh yes. Yep.
Those. Excuse me. A little bit of phlegm in there. But man, I missed out on them this year.
Oh,
Mom,
you did?
Mom, make them. Make them when you come home, please.
We do. My aunt got really big into Oreo balls.
Yeah.
Like the cheesecake Oreo balls.
Yeah, same thing,
oh my god.
Yep.
Delicious.
Like dipped in chocolate.
Yep.
So,
Delicious.
yeah.
Too
Those
good.
Are delicious.
Addictive. A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
Perfect.
Yeah. This game is kind of ridiculous right now. It's 30 minutes in, almost 30 minutes in. Still 0-0. Like everybody's so afraid to make goals, like to do any pushes, like
to make good offensive plays.
Yeah.
But I will say about this game is that right now, the win probability of England winning is approximately 60%. So the U.S. looks like they're not having too good a shot.
Oh my god.
Is he? Where's the ref? No card.
It wasn't like a push. It was like he fumbled on the ball himself.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's because the refs in the U.S. Wales game, they were on.
They were they were
handing out yellow cards.
They were tough.
Like they were get a free sandwich card at Chick-fil-A.
But Bobby, there's a striking pun intended as we're watching soccer. There's a striking topic that we have yet to discuss on STSWBNB. Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Yeah.
So to give a break from the game, we'll talk about the game when it gets exciting.
Oh yeah.
But for those of you who have been around from episode 1 and are familiar with the top 100 movies list, movies of all time from IMDB.
Now, mind you, IMDB is in fact a public forum, so it is a bunch of people who can put their opinions. It's an ever-changing list. It's kind of ridiculous. I think like a very recent movie got thrown in there. I believe it was what was it? Oh, Top Gun Maverick. Got thrown in.
Yes.
It got thrown in there pretty high up.
Did you ever see Top Gun Maverick?
I did not. I haven't even seen the original Top Gun.
I haven't seen the OG Top Gun in so long.
Yeah.
But I also did not get a chance to go see Maverick.
Right.
So do you want to let's
run down the list and give our opinions, or if we have seen it or haven't seen it?
Well, do you want to just talk about the top 10 first?
Sure. Yeah.
To start,
because we only got 30 minutes with this app anyway. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So number 1, The Godfather.
Personally, as Peter Griffin says in that one episode of Family Guy, I did not care for The Godfather.
I did not care. Yes, it's The Godfather.
Yeah,
and it's the trilogy.
Beautifully done. Oh, yeah. I want to say it didn't hit me the way it hit everybody else.
I don't know if it has to be number one.
Because
you know what's number two, and I think should be
number one.
The
Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, easily one of the best movies I've ever seen,
So
without
good.
a sheer shred of doubt. Morgan Freeman was unbelievable.
So good.
And I forget his name, but the guy who played Anthony Dufresne was Andy Dufresne, not Anthony. Andy Dufresne. Beautiful, stellar performances. Even the warden, like you almost like kind of feel bad for the warden at the end, but like killer performances, great story. Stephen King, great author. It was a great story from the get-go, and I think that is one of the best Stephen King book to movie adaptations ever seen. Other than maybe Green Mile. I liked Green Mile a lot.
Is Green Mile on this list?
I don't know if Green Mile is.
I'll check in a minute.
It's definitely not top 10.
No, it's not.
It might not even be top 20, but I like it. I liked it a lot. How about you?
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen it. I just can't form an opinion on it at the moment because
I saw a lot of clips of it on TikTok. It got big on TikTok for a while, like the Subway Surfer background, the Subway Surfer in the background of a movie or a TV show.
I fall into those holes all the time.
I fall into those holes all the time, and I hate like medical shows, but I'll watch them if they're on TikTok. I don't know what it is.
God, next thing I know, I'm gonna walk into your room and Grey's is
No, never,
Please don't.
Never. No.
Number 3, Schindler's List.
Oh my God. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, super sad and super depressing, beautifully done movie.
A wonderful
Beautifully done movie. Who directed it? Was it Spielberg?
It doesn't say right here.
I want to say it was Spielberg.
Where does it say?
I know Liam Neeson was in it.
Oh my God, I wish.
But anyway, regardless, beautifully done movie. Super sad storyline. But
yeah, Spielberg.
It was Spielberg. Yeah,
Spielberg.
I love Spielberg with all my heart. He could
yes.
literally do any movie, and I'd be like, beautiful. But yeah, really, really good movie. I highly suggest any of these movies if you haven't seen them. Because they're all worth watching.
If you ever need a movie recommendation, don't ask your friends, don't ask your mom, don't ask your dad. Just go to the top 100 movies list. And just scroll. Because they're there for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh!
That was almost a quick goal.
It was almost
for
a
US.
goal by the U.S. It was just a little high off the top bar.
Goalies have been crazy this year.
Insane.
There have been some really good goalies. Somebody's gonna get MVP.
I hope
for
so.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good. That was a good.
That
hit.
was almost it.
Yeah. Anyway,
back to the list. Number 4, Raging Bull.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's about the life of boxer Jake LaMotta, whose violence and temper that led him to the top in the ring destroyed his life outside of it.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it. It was with Robert De Niro.
A lot of these I'm going to say I haven't seen just because a lot of them are like super duper old too.
Directed by Scorsese, though.
Oh, so, okay, that might have to change. Because I kiss the floor that Martin Scorsese steps upon.
Yeah. Number 5, Casablanca.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's an old movie.
I get why
it's outdated. It's. I mean, at the time, I'm sure it must have been like
it was
beautiful.
At the time, it was revolutionary.
But now it's like, I mean, it's an old movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I really I get why it's still there. I just don't think it has to be number 5 anymore.
I agree. I don't think age should be should be in consideration when it comes to what is top 100. You know,
because literally everything in this top 10, 1972, 94, 93, 80, 42, 41, 39, 75, 62. Nothing from
the 21st century.
Nothing in here is from the 21st century. Or nothing in the top 10.
Yeah.
Because 6 is Citizen Kane. 7 is Gone with the Wind. 8 is The Wizard of Oz.
8 is Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz is at number 8.
I really gotta watch the top 10 movies then, because I really gotta form my own opinion.
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but I haven't seen Citizen Kane.
Me neither.
It's one of those movies that you hear referenced a lot.
Yeah, that's oh my god, what's the famous quote from Citizen Kane? Rosebud, right? Wasn't it Rosebud? I believe Rosebud was the Rosebud, and then he dies or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well,
But yeah, haven't seen Citizen Kane. Everybody knows Gone with the Wind because like
Wind.
it's Gone with the Wind. But Wizard of Oz.
At number 8.
I have a emotional attachment to the Wizard of Oz because I remember when I was moving for the first time, and my parents, I was young, so like I couldn't do like any heavy lifting or anything like that. So I sat and watched the Wizard of Oz on VHS on a small box TV while everybody else was moving stuff, and I was like, oh, memories, you know.
That's crazy.
Great movie though.
Oh yeah,
10 out of 10 movie.
My favorite. You ever hear about the? I don't know exactly how
the theory about the
hanging munchkin.
the
in
hanging
the back.
munchkin. Yeah, it was debunked. It was, it was proven. It was proven. It was like it was just the way the trees were shaped or something like that. But yeah, I believed it at one point.
Oh yeah,
because I saw it. I could tell
it looked like
it, but it was debunked. I think my favorite fun fact, or not fun fact, but fact about the Wizard of Oz is the guy who played the Tin Man was highly allergic to the makeup that they gave him.
Really?
So I think the original actor had to get trashed because he had an allergic reaction. So I think he had to get replaced, or he got better and they just changed the makeup or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say because nowadays, if your actor's allergic to the makeup, you find a different brand of makeup. You don't just recast
exactly.
them.
Yeah, you
don't choose the makeup over the actor.
And in the very first time we see the Wicked Witch of the West, her she comes up from a puff of smoke with a floor in the ground, a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Her dress catches on fire.
Oh yeah,
and that was the cut that they used for the movie.
Really?
Yeah, because it went well. Other than the fact that her dress caught on fire.
Just cut it before you saw flames.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so. She falls to the floor, or just gets lowered into the floor, and her dress catches on fire, and that's the one that they used. But
that's crazy.
Yeah. So what's up next on the list?
So 9 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Did not see it.
I haven't seen it, but that's also one of the things that we hear a lot about in the theater world.
Yeah,
I feel like I hear Jim and Daniel mention it every now and then.
Yeah, I heard stellar acting performances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 10, Lawrence of Arabia.
Nope. Again, it's all these old movies.
All old movies. I'm gonna jump to number 13 is The Godfather Part 2.
Okay, that's cheating.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's cheating.
I think in trilogies and quadrilogies or whatever, you just use the first one as a basis.
Yeah.
And then you don't put in anything that comes after
100%.
So 13 shouldn't be The Godfather Part 2. But I'm gonna jump to number 16, a movie we watched recently, Forrest Gump.
Oh my god,
a classic.
Yeah. What number is it?
16.
16. Yeah.
It could be a little higher.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Tom Hanks in that movie just rips. At your heartstrings.
Yeah.
From
phenomenal performance. I love the storyline,
and then the way they edit him.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that. Is brilliant.
I remember when I watched it, when I was a lot younger. I was like, he met John Lennon. No way. I was like, I thought it was
guy? Real. I thought it was legit because it was just done so well. A lot of those clips, it doesn't even look edited. It just looks like he was actually there, which is mind blowing. And that movie came out when?
94.
Okay, 94. That wasn't bad.
So at that point, the animation and the editing was pretty decent.
Oh, yeah.
Number 17, The Sound of Music.
Yeah. I have personal issues with The Sound of Music, not for what it is as a movie, what it did for theater, or Julie Andrews, because I love Julie Andrews with all my heart. I just don't like the music. Personally, I think the music is kind of annoying and repetitive, but that's just me. Yeah. But brilliant movie. Amazing.
I'm going to jump to 19. West Side Story.
The original West Side Story? Yeah. I mean...
Romeo and Juliet, bro.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. I mean, we've seen a lot of, adaptations of Shakespeare plays put into other pieces of media and theater.
A lot of things nowadays are just adaptations.
Yeah.
We literally just did All
Shook Up. And,
an adaptation of Twelfth Night.
Yep.
She's the Man with Amanda Bynes.
That's Twelfth Night. 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew.
Yep. Lion King is Hamlet.
Lion King's Hamlet. Yeah. I was actually having that conversation at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah?
Yesterday. Yeah, I was talking with my aunt about how Shakespeare has like such a gorilla grip on the world and media. Because, I mean, if you came up with an idea, chances are either Shakespeare or somebody else came up with it first.
Unfortunately, there is no more original
ideas. No more original ideas.
We're going to keep going. Number 20. You're going to love it. You're going to argue.
Is it Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4. I mean, okay. I'm going to be as unbiased as possible. But, I mean... It's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
You know, like, it was revolutionary.
Yes.
For 1977, when it first came out, it was unbelievable.
It received 6 Oscar nominations.
Yeah. Like, and their budget was so small, and their, like, time constraints was even smaller.
And just the way... that they went about making, like, a lot of the sounds and stuff. Like, I've seen...
All practical.
It's all practical sounds. Like, one of the... Like, the sounds of the blasters...
Yep.
Is, like, the sound people in George Lucas going up to cables that, like, hold down telephone poles and stuff. And hitting them... Ting, ting, ting,
yep.
And then just editing it and altering it. So,
Darth Vader's breathing, they put a mic inside of a oxygen mask for scuba divers.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So it's the sound of the flap of the tank opening and closing. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Haunting.
A
haunting sound. But God, is it so good. And the lightsaber humming, feedback.
No way. It's just feedback.
It's just feedback, and they took a microphone, put it in front of a speaker, and just waved it. Like, yeah, it's as simple as that. Like, crazy, right?
And it's so crazy. It's crazy because nowadays those sounds are only related to Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And another thing about Star Wars that also makes it that it should be higher is the music. John Williams can literally...
anything with a score by John Williams.
Yeah, anything with a score by John Williams should be...
John Williams and Danny Elfman.
Yes, 100%.
Crushing it.
Like, and oh my God, John Williams is retiring from making movie soundtracks. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But the thing is that the new guys that they got for Star Wars are fucking brilliant. And they are like they walked in the footsteps of John Williams.
Almost a goal.
God, that was so close.
Almost.
Oh my God. But like they got mentored by John Williams, and oh my God, they're gonna do great things. I can already tell. But yeah, John Williams, you are the GOAT.
He is.
That's why he's
the GOAT. Number 21, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh man,
you got grief with it?
Yeah,
No,
I feel bad because I've been doing a lot of talking. What do you think about 2001?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, good.
I haven't seen it.
Don't.
Really? But if it's on the list, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, see, I have a lot of respect for Stanley Kubrick as a director. I think he had a lot of really good movies.
Yeah.
And made a lot of really good choices and had a brilliant vision when it came to how movies should be recorded and filmed.
Are any of his other movies on here? Like
The Shining should be on there.
Clockwork Orange has to
Clockwork
be on
Orange
here.
is definitely on there. But the thing about 2001: Space Odyssey is that it's so long.
Yeah.
It is a long movie, and there's a lot of exposition, and a lot of like not non-vocal exposition. Like it's just visuals, and like I mean I get it, beautifully done for the time period too. Like that should not have been able to be done in that time period. I forgot when the movie came out, but
68.
Yeah, like 1968. We had just gotten on the moon by 69.
Yep.
Like, and the fact that we were doing that in 68, crazy. I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea, I love The Shining. I think The Shining is one of Stanley Kubrick's best movies.
Greatest movie.
But
one of my favorites.
it definitely had more of a pace
Yeah.
than 2001, in my opinion, at least.
Moving on to number 22, is a very special number to us. E.T.
Yeah.
E.T.
E.T. again, Steven Spielberg.
E.T. Phone home.
Can't go wrong with Steven Spielberg, in my
beat him.
opinion.
And truly, I remember watching the movie, because I haven't seen it in years, but of course, at this point, we all know E.T. I remember seeing the scene when they, put the house, on, quarantine.
Yep.
And as a child, that scared the shit out of me.
And then in 2020...
And then it all came back. It all came back.
Full circle.
E.T. at 22.
Yeah, my mom hates E.T.
Really?
My mom just
Your mom doesn't
hates...
like aliens.
My mom doesn't like aliens, so she doesn't like E.T., she doesn't like the movie Alien, she doesn't like Predator.
I remember I came over your house the summer before... literally last summer. Before...
you showed her your tattoo.
And I showed her just the drawing of it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the tattoo
you didn't
yet.
have it yet.
And she was terrified of it.
Yeah. Just didn't like it. But I like E.T. as a movie. I like it a lot.
I think it's right where it belongs at 22.
Yeah.
Moving on. I'm going to skip to 33.
Oh.
Because few things are worth talking about that are between it. Or after 22. So 33, The Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
But it's not the first one.
Is it 3?
It's Return of the Kings.
Return of the Kings, yeah.
Return of the Kings.
So again, it's that trilogy and saga hole that we find ourselves in. It's do we put just the whole thing as its own title,
I would
or
say that's not a bad idea.
I agree.
Just
I agree.
Lord of the Rings, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because then you let the fandoms decide which one is the best.
Correct. Yeah.
Is how I look at it.
Again, I think it's arguable that Fellowship was the better
Fellowship was
Lord
great.
of the Rings.
I love Fellowship.
Two Towers was okay. But I mean, Return of the King was amazing. I'm not going to deny that. I think that final battle scene is one of the greatest shot scenes of all time.
Of all time.
But it's where do you draw the line?
Right.
You know, the fact that Godfather. 2 of the Godfather movies are in the top 20. That's a little ridiculous.
Before any of the Lord of the Rings or before the Star Wars movie?
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous to me. But yeah. Oh, we're at half.
And it's still 0-0?
Still 0-0 at halftime. And we're watching this in Spanish.
It is in Spanish because we couldn't get YouTube TV to work.
Nope. YouTube. Google. Get your shit together, man.
Please. 34, Gladiator. Meh.
Yeah, it's fine.
It
does the job. Russell Crowe.
Yep.
Yeah, it does the job. It's
Russell
fine.
Crowe. Rah, Gladiator.
Yeah.
Fight. It's fine.
Are you not entertained?
30,
I'm not Russell.
I wasn't. Not that much. 35, Titanic.
Okay. So I'm gonna be the one to say that we can stop here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because
And we'll pick it up in another episode?
Yeah. So
That's so valid.
the thing about Titanic,
There was room on the
there was
fucking
room. There
door.
was room on the door.
There was room on that door.
I get it. It was a plot armor sort of thing with Rose. I get it. But come on. Why you got to do my boy Leo?
Why you gotta throw away logic?
Why?
But then my favorite thing is because he didn't get on the door or on the piece of wood, is that the theory is that when Jack's body washed away, he then washed up on that beach at the beginning of Inception. Yep. I remember the first time I saw that and I was like, "Oh, there's no way."
And then Inception,
going.
the one of the reality or two of the realities was The Revenant, and Wolf of Wall Street.
Yep.
And then you could even go to Tarantino and Django and what was he just in? He was just in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I haven't seen that yet.
We've got to watch it.
I still haven't seen it.
I heard it's fantastic.
Margot's in it, right? Margot Robbie.
Is she? I have no idea.
I thought she was in it. I might be confusing that with Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, which brilliant.
That was a good.
The fact that Wolf of Wall Street wasn't even top 20.
Hold on,
You're 20?
I'm just gonna check if it's even on the list because I'm gonna.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if it was.
I was gonna say I'd be surprised if it was, because it doesn't seem like one of those movies that would do good with critics.
I think American Psycho is on the top 100.
I saw Psycho. I didn't see American Psycho.
I think American Psycho's in top 100, which red flag.
Green Mile is on here. It's 79. It could be hell of a lot higher.
79? Poor Green Mile. John Coffey deserved better.
I think this whole list needs to be redone because Good Will Hunting is 87, which is a goddamn disgrace.
Are you saying that because you're a masshole?
Partially, but also Robin Williams
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. Underrated Leonardo DiCaprio performance.
Which one?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Ah,
Underrated.
That's
underrated.
Yeah, Wolf isn't on here.
Wow, that's crazy. I think, wow. Yeah. I think Wolf of Wall Street was a really, really good movie. Obviously, I do not idolize Jordan Belfort.
Oh, God, no.
But I think it was just a really brilliantly done movie. And, I mean, it's Martin Scorsese. I mean, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong with it.
You can't go wrong with Spielberg, Scorsese, and Mel Brooks.
Right.
3 of the best, in my opinion, directors of all time.
Yeah.
So let's go a quick rundown. What would you say your top 3 movies of all time are?
Oh my God!
Quick, like immediate reaction.
I love Monsters University.
Okay, fine. I'll give it 2. Anyway,
love Monsters
continue.
University.
That was his immediate reaction.
I can always watch Inception. And then
I cannot.
That's fine. You just don't get it.
I know. I just don't get it. I'm not woke.
You're not woke enough. And then I always go back to the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Just like I know that it's not the greatest of all time, but like for the nostalgia, like those movies were one of the first movies I can like remember sitting down and watching. And like that's when I started my Marvel kid phase and my comic book era. So that's what I'll say for my movies. Beefy.
Not for any particular reason other than nostalgia, but I'd say I'd have to give 1 to Episode 5 of Star Wars.
4 or 5?
5.
5?
5. I'd give it to Pulp Fiction.
That's in the top 100.
Yeah. And, oh man, 3rd spot? I mean, I guess no particular order.
Yeah.
But, oh man, that's so tough.
Let me switch out Monsters University for the Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon.
Oh,
that was good. I love that.
Oh, yeah. I might give 3 to Lion King.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's just a classic.
You can't go wrong with Lion King. Emily, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. I know you don't like The Lion King, but God, I love The Lion King.